What is going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I snoop through politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So I'm pulling this off of Reddit. I normally don't go on Reddit for these kind of things, like I've said before. I mostly go on Reddit to look at the most filthiest, dirtiest, raunchiest shit possible that female kind can bring forward. That's what I use Reddit for. Reddit is complete trash. I don't go on Reddit to hear people's opinions on things because most of them are commie scum on Reddit or a bunch of kids, self-important, self-entitled kids that don't know shit about the world, but they'll sit there and they'll put all their opinions on Reddit. So I don't use Reddit for anything when it comes down to anything meaningful besides probably just porn. But there is a thread on Reddit. There's a subreddit or whatever called Am I the Asshole? Now, yes, it's still full of assholes on Reddit. It's still full of trash, but sometimes you find things that are interesting, that are entertaining, and hey, trash is interesting and it's good for content on the channel. And I want to do more of these, so I'm gonna push this ahead to you guys. So I wanted to find something that wasn't so heavy for the channel. I don't always like covering shit that makes you feel dread and all that nonsense. So we're gonna pull up some light stuff. Am I the asshole for talking to a girl in a bikini on the beach? My wife, 35, is making me, 37, write this post. She feels my behavior during our vacation was completely inappropriate. While I think it was completely acceptable and she is wrong, she loves this subreddit and wants for all of you to weigh in on our debate and solve this issue for us. We have been married for 7 years and have a 3-year-old toddler. Already, this is red flags for me. Just gonna say this is red flags, and the reason why I'm saying this is because first and foremost, this is your wife of 7 years, and she is introducing a bunch of people. First and foremost, she's introducing a bunch of people into solving problems for you two instead of it being between the two of you. But she's also bringing people from Reddit. It's kind of like asking for trouble. It would be funny if they actually put her in her place for this, because this is wild. Your girl should not be your wife of 7 years should not be scrolling Reddit, because when the female imagination runs wild, boy, and it's gonna run rampant on Reddit. Anyway, let's get into it. A few weeks ago, we went to Miami for a vacation and had a fun time. On the second day on the beach, we were relaxing on the beach chairs. My son and I were playing on the beach while my wife was soaking in the sun. I must add here that I love her very much and she is the most important person I've ever laid my eyes on. Bro, why does it sound like my man has a gun pointed to his head? Also, it's just the fact that bringing it back up, bringing back up, introducing random people into your relationship. It's just the fact that having extra people weigh in on your relationship is just dangerous. And especially in this day and age where especially I would say it's much more dangerous for women to have people weighing in on their relationships, because a lot of people don't have their best interests at heart than it is for a guy. A lot of times guys tend to be like, I don't know, like they're not experienced in something, so they try to handle it like most guys do, and they shoulder it. You know what I'm saying? They just deal with shit, and so they don't really get things out in the open. So maybe they do need somebody with experience to help them figure shit out from time to time. But for girls, it's like, girl, she ain't if he ain't trying to get you a ring in the first 3 months of married, the first 3 months of you meeting him, you better throw him away. He ain't no good. He ain't worth a shit. No girl. It's just bad news. And it's not there to sit there and say, you know, girls can't have friends when it comes down to relationships and shit like this. But the horror stories that I've come across and heard of just relationships completely being destroyed by outsiders. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, he does sound like he has a gun to his head. At one point, my son wanted to build a sandcastle, and I took him to the wet sand near the water with all his plastic toys. While he was playing, a lady, mid 30s, walked up to us and told me how cute my son is. I smiled and said thanks. She was looking towards the water constantly, and I think her kids must have been in the water and she was watching them. Now, according to my wife, she was wearing a completely inappropriate over the top bikini that left nothing for imagination. She was trying to make small talk and was asking me about my son's name, how old he is, where we are from, etc. I was also polite and had a brief conversation with her. We talked about where we were from, how long we were in Miami, etc. Finally, my son had enough and we walked to go back. So I said bye and came back and sat next to my wife. The whole conversation may have lasted for less than 10 minutes. My wife was not happy with me talking to this lady. She kept on telling me how inappropriate it was to talk to that girl in the tidy bikini and that she was trying to flirt with me. I told her what we talked about and it wasn't even remotely flirty. Now, straight up, it is one thing to be doing something dirty and you're trying to be sneaky about it. It's a completely another thing. This dude sounds like he's fucking oblivious. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like the man is fucking oblivious. It sounds like either he's oblivious or he's above it. And that shit just, it doesn't matter to him. He can have three girls on his dick. None of that matters. He doesn't care about none of that. And there are dudes, there are good dudes out there that are like that. But here's the deal. Instead of the wife sitting there watching it, she should have engaged. That's your man. Go engage, shorty. Get the fuck out the sun. What do you could sense it, woman. Go over there. That's your meat. I'm just saying instead of getting in your feelings, because I guarantee you she tore this dude. Wait, hold on. Yeah, she made him write the fucking post. Red flags. All right. I told her that this is common, and when my son is with me in the park or other places, he gets lots of attention from other moms, and they always come and have a chat. So I think I get it. All the single moms is going towards your husband because your husband is a catch. They see your husband, they're like, he looks like the type of man I want. I want that. He single? It sounds like that's what's happening. Sounds like that's what the wife was detecting. Seems like the husband doesn't care about none of that. But that's what I'm guessing. And here's the thing: you women know. You women fucking know. Y'all got that fucking what is that shit called? ESPN. That psychic shit. Telepathically that y'all all sense each other, like y'all all sync up with your periods and shit. She knows. She can smell the blood on the tampon in the water. She knows what's going on. She knows. She knows what that lady was coming for in that fucking inappropriate bikini, trying to take some more risks because she knows that Tom is clocking. What type of sense am I making? Tom is clocking. She knows time is ticking. So now she's trying to keep up with the young girls. Yeah. She trying to take what's yours. You gonna let her take what's yours? You keep fucking around and keep being mean to your husband. She gonna get it. Somebody gonna get it. Anyway, my wife thinks that this was different because that girl was in a very revealing bikini, and I, as a married man, should know better than talking to her. We saw that lady a few more times during our stay, and I cut our conversation short every time she tried to talk to me. Yeah, she tried to get that man. My wife cannot let this go. She thinks that I should admit that this is different, that it's different to talk to a girl in a social setting versus when she is in a bikini in a beach. I feel having small talk with someone is fine, uh, irrespective of their state of dress or undress. So, dear Reddit forum, please settle this debate for us. Is my wife correct that I am the asshole for talking to the girl when she is wearing a bikini, or is she being unfair to that lady when she was wearing an appropriate outfit for the place where she was? Note that my wife will also be reading the replies, so please be nice when telling her how wrong she is. Now, funny fun fact. Remember, guys? Remember, fellas? Remember, ladies? Oh, just because I wear a certain type of clothing, that doesn't mean that I want any type of sexual attention towards me. Or what was the shit? What's the shit that they like to play with when it comes down to when it comes down to who judges who based on clothing? right? Oh, I wear clothes like this because this is the only thing that men accept. And what did I say before? A man who appreciates you or sees you as hot, you could be wearing sweatpants and a paper bag for a hat, and he does not give two shits. You're still bad with sweatpants and a paper bag. Meanwhile, women are some of the most ruthless, right? They'll sit there with that fake reinforcement, that fake toxic positivity, and they'll be stabbing each other in the back before the girl even turns around. Like crazy shit I've ever seen. Ruthless towards each other. Anyway, wife hair. I think he wrote this post omitted key details. The girl on beach was clearly flirting and leaning too close to him. What with them big ass titties? She may not have said it explicitly, but you could see she was interested. She also kept popping up in I'm sorry. She also kept popping up in resort restaurant, bar, and lobby after this incident, and tried to keep on talking to him through the week. It was disrespectful as she did not say a single word to me the whole time. I am not saying my husband was flirting with her, but he should have read her body language and shut her down. Plus, there is bikinis and there was her bikini. Something with her was clearly off. Yeah. You know what the thing was off? The thing off with her is that she wanted to get on. She wanted to get on your husband. That's what it was. She ain't say shit to you. And you know what? You didn't step up because that's your man. You should have stepped up. You should have stepped up. Here's the thing, the dude sounds oblivious. Sounds like a good all around dude who he's just taking the only thing on his mind is his kid. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like you stay on Reddit a little bit too much and the hidden motives. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not taking her side on this. I just can't. I posted an update here. Let me read the comments, but I don't want to go to the best. I want to go to controversial because controversial replies are the best comments, especially on lefty leaning Reddit, because all of the comments that get downvoted tend to be people with common sense. Whenever you see something like this where you have all of these people leaning a certain way, you go to controversial comments because that's where you get all of the hidden replies of people who's making sense. NTA, did you decide what she wore at the fucking beach? Your wife needs to grow up and not be so insecure. Typical American prudism. Why is it typical American prudism when everyone in the comments is disagreeing with her? Typical implies the norm. Damn. So everybody's disagreeing with the wife in the comments. Goddamn. Bingo. I agree with them up until the bigoted comment. Highly doubt you'll get a response at all, though, much less. Hey, that's a good point. This overwhelmingly consensus rejections of the wife jealousy, overwhelmingly by Americans, has corrected my heretofore bigoted and incorrect stereotype. What the fuck am I reading? Too many words. Listen, first and foremost, most people on Reddit are not even American. I forgot exactly how many of them are not American and they're commenting on American subjects. This is another thing why I do not value certain pages on Reddit. Well, I really don't. It's like when you listen to a Canadian sit there and try to talk shit about America, or you listen to somebody in the UK talk about how America's terrible and we have guns and we're dangerous. Meanwhile, their fucking police is cracking down on them left and right by letting other groups completely destroy their fucking country. It to me it's weird, and I saw it from a while back, and I just say I just don't deal with it. Let's see. I'm not just gonna pass judgment and say play the flip it game. Wife is out near the water helping son build sandcastle. Chad walks over with big muscles and a super tight swimsuit that reveals his significant gifts. Wife chats up Chad for 10 minutes. Oh, we are playing the flip it game. Okay, while you watch from the beach chairs. She then walks back to you with sun in hand and grin on her face. Yup, I'd be a bit insecure as well. It happens, and thank you both for sharing. Okay. Okay, so you're playing the flip it game, but here's the thing. Men and women are not the fucking same. So playing the flip it game doesn't work. It doesn't work in this situation. It absolutely doesn't work in this situation. It doesn't. Let's see. And also, bro, first and foremost, how many fucking dudes is walking up to mothers with their fucking children trying to flirt with them? That doesn't work like that. Which one is it? Are single mothers invisible like they claim they are, or are they getting hit on left and right? I thought dating was hard as single moms. I don't. Well, again, the reason why I call it single moms is because in this case, from what I'm seeing, the girl was talking to homeboy like as though he didn't even have a wife there, right? So in my eyes, no guy's gonna walk up to some random ass chick that has a son and think that she's with somebody if the guy's nowhere to be found. It's just weird. First off, guys don't even walk up to girls. Guys do not walk up to girls who have children, walk up to women who have children without scoping out to see if she has a man first. That's fucking weird. Uh, NTA, when we were young, men would talk to check out my wife all the time. Never bother me. I know I won. Weird. Should he shut her down immediately? Yes. It is because she is in a bikini? No. It doesn't matter what she is wearing. It matters that she was clearly interested, and after she wasn't shot down, she thought she might have a chance and kept popping up. If she was just being friendly, she would have extended that to your wife. I don't think you're an asshole, but you do need to read the situation better. And out of love and respect for your wife, let that person know they don't have a shot. So then why didn't the wife step up? Why didn't the wife step up? Don't get me wrong. It's one thing for the person to not do anything. When I was in high school, there was this girl that I liked, and this girl liked me, but she also kept letting other dudes touch her, right? Or like try to get away with being fresh with her. So she didn't do enough for me to be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and tell you what the fuck to do with your body or whatever. Like, even when I was much younger, I'm like, look, if you like me, you can't be letting other dudes grab your ass and all of this shit. At least be like, fucking don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Because for me to sit there and step up, at least you gotta, I can't protect the goodies if you giving the goodies away. You get what I'm saying? She didn't do enough. I left it alone. But then again, in this situation, you're his wife of 7 years. You own that. That's your meat. At no point does she mention she stepped up. She put it all on him. I'm not reading the rest of that comment. Hey, wife, you're an insecure loser. You're the asshole, but for a reason you might not expect. Some strange woman come up and called your son cute and proceeded to ask you information about your son and where you're from. And she might have asked where you're staying or stalked your family as she kept popping up throughout your vacation. You have no idea who this woman is or what she was up to. She could have been collecting information about your kid, trying to flirt with you or lower your guard, and waiting for a moment of vulnerability to steal your child. You don't talk to strangers, but you must. Keep information vague. You never. What the fuck are you? No. Scarlett, I'm sorry. He's a dude. He's a dude. I don't think you understand. Dudes handle things head on. Dudes handle things head on, right? Maybe in your world where you live, where you're afraid of your shadow and Groundhog Day and all of this other shit. If you want to sit there and you don't want to touch grass or talk to people and all of that shit, we don't come from that time. We don't come from this weird ass time where everyone's out to always fucking get you. I'm not sitting here saying don't have your guard up, but maybe it could just be that this motherfucker's a catch and she really did like him and he just doesn't give a shit. Maybe that's what it is. You're stranger dangering a grown man. Exactly what the fuck I'm saying. You're stranger dangering a grown man. It's fucking weird. It's weird. How many times have you heard of a human trafficker targeting a kid when the fucking dad is around? Shut up. Have you sought mental health for your paranoia? Never heard of honeypot? Better to be safe than sorry. Would you rather live unafraid and trust every stranger, or possibly have to face the rest of your life knowing what your child going and never knowing you'll see him again? Yeah, this fucking person's fucking nuts. Um, Not the asshole. Your wife needs therapy. Not the asshole. Wife has abandonment anxiety. She might possibly destroy the relationship rather than manage her anxiety over losing you if her ego is big enough. Again, and it's sad, right? But Why would you sit there and just not do nothing? If this girl popped up multiple times and you can sense that your other is in danger, right? You help them. It's just like when a guy, you know what I'm saying? If a guy likes you and y'all both at a party and maybe you don't like him that much and he sees you getting drunk, he stops you from drinking because he knows that the people that are around you are trying to get you drunk. They step up. You should have stepped up. You're not, you have every right to step up. You've been with them for 7 years. But check this out. I'm clicking because there's an update. I'm the wife in this situation. My husband and I posted a debate we were having for the last week. This is not a debate. That's not a debate. You made him write a whole fucking post. That's not a debate. I posted a debate we were having for the last week regarding the incident that happened during our vacation. Jesus Christ. I got it. After the first 100 responses that I was wrong. Not everyone on Reddit needs to chime in on this one. Oh, but I thought you loved it. What happened? It didn't work in your favor? You felt good enough to have him write a whole fucking post to your favorite thing and it didn't work out. You turned out to be the asshole. What happened? Wow, Reddit's actually on the right for once. Holy shit. I thought this forum would back me up, but guess I need to take the L like a champion. I am blessed to have a loving and caring husband and an amazing kid. I am also used to women flirting with him all the time. So again, I fucking called it. I fucking called it. What I say. I can sense these things. I may not know shit, but I have common sense. The man probably is not in the greatest shape, but he keeps himself in shape. He probably radiates that good positive dad energy, and them other girls want that dick, and the wife can see it. The wife sees it. But you know what? She's lucky because he seems to be like a good dude. He seems to be a good dude because if he was an asshole, right, he would be doing things behind her back. The fact of the matter, like I said, that she did not come forward and put it and shut that shit down. Cause she could have shut it. She could have shut that shit down. Man, I remember when I pulled this fucking girl, some dude tried to fucking sit there and look down her skirt and then tried to talk to her in front of me. And I told her, nah, playboy, uh-uh, I'm taken. That's exactly what I told him. Oh, what you said? I said, you heard exactly what I said. He had boys, so I had to retreat. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was upset. He got embarrassed. I came right to the side. Nah, buddy, I'm taken. Pulled her right to the side. Mm-mm. But again, you step up. Women don't step up for the guys that they love. You're married. That's your boyfriend. That's your husband. Or that's your boyfriend. You step the fuck up. You claim what's yours. All that passive aggressiveness and you, man. Anyway, I'm also used to women flirting with him all the time. It's not just when our son is with him, but it has happened at his work, bars, weddings. God damn, it happened at weddings? Holy shit. The fuck are you? Who is this man? Harry Cavill? What the fuck is happening? The worst was when I was giving birth to our son and the nurse helping with the birth told him that okay, now this is borderline. Either everyone's trying to fuck this dude and he's oblivious or he's over it, or this fucking woman is crazy. Hold on. It's not just when our son is with him, but it has happened at his work, bars, weddings, and other places. The worst was when I was giving birth to our son and the nurse helping with the birth told him that his hair looks like Prince Charming. What the fuck? It was 6 a.m. in the morning and he had just woken up, followed by telling him our son is so lucky he got his blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh shit. He got them superior genetics, huh? Blonde eye, blue eyes? The worst part is he's not very perceptive when women flirt with him. He thinks that most women go around talking to strangers and compliment them on their looks because that is his life experience. When I tell him that, he always gets very defensive. I do trust him with all my heart though, and he is the best husband ever, and yet you had him write a fucking essay on Reddit. Some of you asked me what happened from my perspective. I know there's no way for me to not seem like an asshole when I write this, but this is what I saw. He was walking with our son playing with our son, and here comes this big booty bitch with a BBL, fake lips, had the Gluck Gluck 9000 Boku fat removed out of her face, looking like straight Skeletor or that guy from Tales of the Crypt, with a tattoo that said will suck you for a lifetime. And she was coming towards my husband with the googly eyes, and I couldn't do anything. And she said, "I like you and I want you. Now we could do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours." Look at the fuck. Anyway, let me get serious on this. Goddamn. Um, we were all enjoying our time on the beach. My son wanted to run around. My husband volunteered to watch him and let me relax. I was enjoying the ocean and occasionally watching them. At one point, I saw my husband and son sitting on the sand and a lady talking to them. No problem. She was just a passerby and noticed my toddler. I closed my eyes and after 5 minutes, I see again, and now this lady is sitting next to my husband. Sitting next to my husband, and they are talking. I also noticed he was extremely attractive, and of course, I got a bit insecure since I have a mom bod now. That's your fault. That's your fault. Now she is laughing at God knows what my husband said. At this point, I started getting curious and was waiting for my husband to look towards me. He finally got up after my son was bored and came running back to me. I asked my husband who that person was, and he just said some mom on the beach having a small talk. I asked him what you guys were talking about, and he said the same things he wrote here. I told him she was gorgeous. And did he notice what she was wearing? He looked again at her and said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty bold." The whole incident he hit her with that uninterested fucking generic Superman talk. "Oh yeah, Lois. That was kind of bold of what Wonder Woman wore. Oh well, gotta fly." He just fucking leaves and she just fucking losing her mind. Is Wonder Woman fucking Mob Dude? Anyway, then this lady kept popping up everywhere we went. I turn around. There she is. He leaves the bathroom. There she is. In our bedroom. There she is. Then this lady kept popping up everywhere we went, and we met her every day. My husband introduced me to her the first time we saw her, and she just walked right past me and started talking. I'm sorry, and she just walked right past me and started talking with him. Damn, she's so delirious. She's not even letting the autocorrect fix her goddamn posting. Yeah, she really does like Reddit. I then told my husband I was not comfortable with his new girlfriend. See, there it is again. Y- this is you call it teasing. You're not teasing. It's not nice. Listen, there's been girls that I've been with, bro, that they would hate the fact that I would treat my cat better than them, which wasn't true. I just treated my cats nice. I like my cats. I like cats when I had cats. I was very nice to my cats. They didn't like me having good relationship with my cats. They didn't like me having good relationships with my bros. Right? They just don't like other people having good relationships with me, right? And it's just like I don't what the shit. You know what I'm saying? And my husband then immediately blew her off the next time she showed up. So he did what you wanted. He did what you fucking wanted. What did you want? Did you want him to fucking grab her by the leg and throw her into the ocean? That's what it sounds like you want. It's your paranoid ass. When we came back, I told him about my insecurity when I saw him talk to her, and she was just sitting next to him. He again got defensive and told me that he was just being polite. This is when I told him not to talk to gorgeous mom in bikinis. He felt I was attacking him, but I could not help what I felt and was just communicating it to him. This was the silly debate we were having, and I thought you guys would have my back. Oh, she feels betrayed. Anyway, I would try to work on my insecurities and let him talk to moms in bikinis. No, no, what the fuck are you talking? No, what the fuck? No. One PSA is please don't comment on that thread anymore and tell him how right he is. You guys are feeding the beast. Last night he was sending me links to frames on Amazon because he wants to print out this thread and put it on the wall. Oh, shit. Nah, you deserve that. You deserve that. Let him have his victory. You deserve that. You played yourself. You went above and beyond by making him write this fucking essay. You did all of that shit during the vacation instead of stepping up. Let him frame it. Why not? So you can look back on it in your relationship and laugh. Why not? Why not? Why not? He says it's his first win against me, and the next time we have a disagreement, he can point to it and tell me about the time when thousands of people told me I was wrong. Wait, his first win with you? What the fuck does that even mean? Is that a relationship or a fucking prison sentence with her? Ugh. The worst part is he's not very perceptive when women flirt with him. That's a lot of men. Absolutely, bro. The girls that we like don't like us. The girls that like us, we don't like them. And most of the time, we don't even know when a girl likes us because girls don't even know how to flirt properly. Either they come off super aggressively and they're damn near grabbing on your dick the first day. And yes, this has happened. I'm sorry for being raunchy, but this has happened to me. Either they either they're groping you the first day, shit that can get you in trouble if you did it to a girl, you would get slapped, or you gotta pick up on some sixth sense type shit, some X Files shit, like something's wrong here. There's a disturbance in the force for you to realize that these girls are flirting with you. Most men, and I fall into that category because I'm a man and I'm dumb. It takes me about 4 years to realize when a woman has been flirting with me. Someone explained to me how this isn't the best possible situation for the wife. Beach Floozy could flirt with hubby all day and he barely gives her the time of day by default. He's just a courteous dude who doesn't piss people off and doesn't want anything from anyone. He literally doesn't even know he has an opportunity to cheat. At some point, you need to work on yourself and say, I am secure in this marriage. As a man, I agree. I'm 36 now, and I've had a few women who either went to school, worked previous jobs, or knew within a friend group that had basically said, I'm surprised we never went out. I had a crush on you at XYZ time, or asking why I didn't make a move on one of the girls, because she was obviously flirting. Man, I had a girl sit there and she got mad at me one day and she told me I thought you were gay. And I'm like, why would you think I'm gay? She was like, oh, because you're polite, you're soft when it comes down to talking to me, and I've always given you hints. I'm like, what fucking hints have you given me? What are you talking about? And then shit, there was another girl in high school. We was talking. She was in a higher grade than me. I liked her. She was a cheerleader. She had this weird thing where her butt cheeks would like she was on the cheerleading line and her booty cheeks would jiggle on their own. Like it was the weirdest shit ever. Like it was like if you think of I don't know if you guys ever played video games. This is a game called Dead or Alive. This was back in the day when they introduced the jiggle physics for girls' titties, but just put it for the girl's butt, right? So one of her butt cheeks was just like it was just like fucking jiggle, and I was laser focused on that. Everybody else probably looking at everybody else. I was like, listen, there'd probably be prettier girls, there's probably be more interesting girl, but this is the girl I like, laser focused. She stopped giving me a chance, and she told me she thought I didn't like her because I didn't make a move. She gave me a window. I didn't take the window. She fucking moved on. I was completely in. Listen, I was completely into her, but I did not have any signs that she liked me. So, anyway, I'm surprised we never went out. I had a crush on you at XYZ time or asking why I didn't make a move on one of the girls because she was obviously flirting. The only reason that I can come up with it is that guys are hesitant to read into flirting at risk of coming off as a predator. Absolutely. If we read it wrong. When everybody has a different tolerance level in what they consider to be either friendly, flirting, or joking, serious, it is an impossible game to play. What could be considered friendly banter between two friends who knew it's not leading to anything more could be seen as a big come on to someone less familiar. Man, listen, I remember, I'm not going to say the setting, but I remember one time I was going to go get some food, and this lady was handing me out food, and she had easily Hitomi Tanaka sized titties. Look her up, legendary Japanese porn star. And I remember me and her talking and joking or whatever like that. And out of nowhere, and there was never any signs, at least that I knew of. There was never any signs that she liked me. I mean, at one point she even kind of argued with me at one point, but then one day, and mind you, she had a dude back home At least from what I know, she had a man or whatever like that. I remember just standing there, and she like flipped my fucking nipple, right? I don't know, it just flip my fucking pack or titty now because I'm fucking fat, right? Flip my titty, and I just remember I was like, what the fuck? And then she did it a few more times and was touching me in different areas. And thinking back on it, I'm like, yo, why didn't I grab? I was like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Men are just fucking dumb. When we're on, we're on. But if the girl doesn't turn the guy on properly, that engine is off. Like, we are fucking dumb. We are fucking dumb. And again, and here's the thing. It's like I guess when it comes down to guys, sometimes we just know when we can, and then there's times where it's just like we just don't. We're just guys, right? We don't have that fucking weird ESPN shit that women have. But then again, this lady's fucking paranoid, and the other girl's fucking terrified of her own shadow that was in the forum. So I don't know. Um, Basically, you get the option to be passive, and women wonder why you don't reciprocate the flirting. Or people believe that you think any woman being friendly or polite is flirting with you, and you end up being thirsty or too forward. It really is a no-win situation unless you read every situation carefully, and your eventual reputation is dictated by how well you read social cues, i.e., he is pushy or he isn't interested. It all comes back to the ambiguity of flirting, and without a clear indication of a woman is indeed flirting. How should a man react given the possible outcomes? From what I gather from both posts, your husband loves you very much. I want to read the controversy real quick before we end this video. I need to read the controversy because I just want to see her get dragged. I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Reasonable emphasis says, what the fuck? Not everyone on Reddit needs to chime in. Don't come here asking and then tell people not to comment. Your entitlement is gross, just like your judgment of other women. And here's the thing. She her way of the way that she does things, the fact of the matter that she made him write the post, thinking that she put him on an uneven playing field to get this guy torched by people, and it didn't work in her favor. The matter of fact that he never wins an argument with her, the fact of the matter that she sat there and set him up throughout that entire week and did absolutely nothing but dumped everything on him, she can absolutely drive this good man into another woman's arms. And trust me, that the last thing, the least thing on your mind is gonna be the fact that her bikini's a little bit too small. She ain't gonna be having none. She's gonna be all over that dude. Here's the thing: he gonna treat that next woman proper if you drive him to that other woman's arms, and you know this. She knows this. She better know this. She better. If she don't know, she better act like she know. Still an insecure loser, I see. Honestly, I really think you need to consider therapy. For you to be this insecure, convinced people are hitting on him, let alone being so hostile to him for it. It's not healthy for you or for your marriage. See, the thing is, everybody has a right to be a little jealous in a relationship. If a person is not able to get jealous by their other in a relationship, they don't really like you. That's the way I look at it, right? So that's fine. But this is unhealthy. I believe that this is unhealthy, right? So I mean, he's with you. He's been with you for 7 years, but I wouldn't be able to be with a person for 7 years if every single person you felt that way with. I dated one girl before in the past who did me filthy, and she every single girl that passed me, and this was back then when I was a good boy, good boy. I didn't look at other women. Total respect for women. I didn't even know if I wanted a girlfriend because I didn't know how to be a good boyfriend. I was a good boy back then. Still a good boy. I'm a good man now. I'm a man now, mom. Um, just like you I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just not healthy when you have somebody who's consistently in your face and they're just completely jealous 24/7. That actually can drive somebody to cheat. I'm just letting you know now. I'm not gonna say how I know that, but that could drive a person to be like, what are they so afraid of if I just cheated? What would that be like? They're so afraid of it. Maybe I should. Just saying it's fucked up, but it happens, trust me. Hello, I just came from here and apologies commented here fueling the beast before coming here. Not everyone on Reddit needs a chime in on this one. Unlucky for you, ma'am. This sub is huge. So you could actually draw a lot of data from it. I know it sucks to be on the receiving end of being wrong, but you asked for opinions and the internet delivered. I can't exactly choose how much interaction a post gets. That's why I never post anything on here. LOL. I could never deal with that many replies, negative or positive. It's not just when our son is with him, but it has happened at his work, bars, weddings, and other places. Some advice I would give you here is that instead of seeing this as a bad thing and feeling insecure, I know it's easier than done, but bear with me. You could think of it as everyone flirts with him, but he's mine and only mine, and I'm only his, because it sure is true, and he's shown it to you. He's a great husband, honestly, and I relate to him. Mine is being attractive and always approached by women. Yeah, it sounds like she got her sound like she got an amazing physical specimen. Um okay, I'm not with the coddling the chick. I'm just not. You're the asshole. Get some fucking therapy before your toxic insecurity destroys your marriage to literal Prince Charming. So controlling. You're the asshole. Your poor husband. I like how people are acting like she is insanely insecure to the point she needs therapy. No, she is. But let's continue reading. Most men would lose their minds if a jacked attractive dude sat down next to their wife and talked for 10 minutes on the beach. Again, I don't I can't again, men are not walking up to listen. No man is going to sit there and let his wife talk to another random dude while their fucking child is on the beach. The man will step up. That's not a thing that's going to happen. They've been married for 7 years. The man is going to step up. Either he's going to step up or he's going to be watching. No dude is hunting for chicks, is going after single moms. That's just not a thing. That's just not a fucking thing. Mental cockroach. The name suits. The name fucking suits. Well, then told my husband I was not comfortable with his new girlfriend. I was teasing him, and my husband then immediately blew off the next time she showed up. Honestly, this is pretty healthy and cute. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. If I had been the end of it, if this would have been the end of it, I'd have said hi. But good on you for taking the L. Yeah, whatever. I'm not reading that shit. Seems like you're both very lucky to have each other. No, the fuck you're not. You are cray cray and your husband deserves better. Listen, I don't want the relationship of theirs to end on that. I hope that she grows from this. I hope she allows him to actually laminate that fucking thread. That shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious. But you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some fucking dudes that are fucking crazy like this doing relationships or in marriage, but come on, bro. I don't think you're the asshole, neither him. When things like this happen with my boyfriend, I tell him, and he says sorry or acts like your husband didn't, thinking you're blowing it out of proportion. I think you should understand that you don't want him talking to women wearing something so showy, much less repeatedly over vacation. Negative one. Again, it is crazy to me that women will literally sit here walking with see-through yoga pants, talking about they don't want to be seen as they're walking through see-through yoga pants on a fucking freezing New York day, running through the park with all their booty cheeks showing. Right? They know what they're doing. They know what the fuck they're doing. So let's not play this game. Again, they know what they're doing, but we're wrong for looking. So which one is it? Are women not allowed to be empowered and wear what the fuck they want because they know what they're doing? Who's to stop them? Now he should be judgmental on females' bodies? You already know. You already know the weirdos don't like that. Given narcissistic vibes. Narcissistic vibes. Anyway, guys, Let me know what you think in the comments on this. Do you think that she's the asshole? Do you think that I'm the asshole because I think that she's the asshole for being an asshole? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you next time. Peace. That 35-year-old lady wanted that.